Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness Rage Across the Dreaming. In this scene, we find Savannah having just arrived back to the motel that she stays at with Julian and Summer uh, from her late afternoon, early evening at Angarona. It's probably around between 9 and 10 o'clock when they get back. And she's pretty much all smiles, having witnessed the little bits of um, infatuation between Valeria and Kalash. It's quite sweet. She remembers how that feels. She still feels that for Alana. Um, and when she walks in, what does she see?
Well, as they're walking up to the almost that apartment to the hotel, they'll see a woman with this jacket on. Looks like a leather jacket, standing out front, just kind of staring, watching people coming and going.
Upon seeing Alana, Savannah will say goodbye to Julian, and I'm sure that he'll get, what's going on, obviously. And she will run to her, almost quite literally running to her and wrapping her arms around her.
And she'll pick you up and kind of spin with you in her arms. I've missed you, kitten.
Boss my willpower roll. I missed you too. I'm so glad to see you.
Came by to surprise you, but they said you were out, so figured I'd just wait. Shouldn't be too long, they said.
Yeah, went to hang out with friends at Angarona since they're open today. I wasn't sure when I was going to see you, so I decided to go out and have some fun. It was fun.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. That's the important thing. Sorry I wasn't able to get back to you. My phone was a little non-existent for a couple days.
You want to go for a walk? We can talk about it.
Sure, we can do that. And she puts an elbow out towards you.
And she'll take her elbow and walk arm in arm with Alana. Alana's actually a bit taller than her, so she's kind of raising her elbow some. Alana's probably leaning over slightly just to make it a little bit more comfortable.
So, yeah. Glad you got out of there okay. I'm sorry things didn't go in the way I could come and check on you.
What exactly happened? Valeria and I, we still don't know what happened. Everyone just kind of disappeared on us, and when we heard the sirens, we left. Couldn't wait anymore.
Right. Do you want the truth or what will make you feel better?
I'd prefer the truth, I think. Is that Peony? Yeah, she's you. As far as you can tell, she wants to know what happened.
Alright, well, she keeps her voice low. Chloe sensed something off about him. Something that said there's something wrong in a very unnatural kind of way. And so we were testing to see what they were. and get everyone who could out to safety. And well, one man turned into just a puddle of acid and just melted through the floor. He was the one that had vomited up the maggots. The other three injected themselves with this serum and came rip roaring out of their flesh and turning into these giant snake people covered in like metal.
Savannah is kind of cocking her head, and when she starts really getting into this, she will stop at the first park bench that they see that's empty, or the first bench that they see that's empty along the sidewalks, and just kind of motion for Alana to sit down. She feels that she should probably sit down for the rest of this.
And she'll sit down next to her. And Chloe stopped them at the front door. And I had to make sure that they wouldn't get out the back door after you guys. So those other two, Ginger and God, what's his name again? Dante. That's right. Uh, they kind of just stood there in shock and awe as the four of us did our thing in a massively terrifying sort of way. Because, well, you know how big and scary I am. And she kind of nudges you.
She smiles at that. Well, I mean, sort of.
I'm only sort of scary. I'll have to work on that then.
Well, she grins. So you turned into a big scary monster thing, right?
Oh, aye. All four of us did. And the three of them managed to take out two of them. One of them came for the back door, and I wasn't having none of that. And in a moment just like that, it was dispatched. Nearly about 3 seconds or so.
Hmm. Yeah, it was pretty quick. So, so what happened that you weren't available? You couldn't have your phone on you or anything?
Well, kitten, and she leans in close, knowing that you have a very good hearing, and talking really, really quietly into your ear, she says, for 3 or 4 nights a month, I thought not to change. And if that changing happens, I can't undo it. And most people tend to be terrified if a giant werewolf goes or wandering around town or just showing up in your apartment out of nowhere.
She nods slowly and whispers back, so sometimes if you shift into that, you can't shift back.
I It's the one of the quickest ways to kill, but it also protects us because the vast majority of people can't remember it.
She gets that. she understands they have some protections in place um, like that as well, so she will understand that. Um, but she'll say, still doesn't really explain the phone.
She chuckles. You know the bag I have with me?
Uh huh.
Well, when I do that whole shifting, changing thing, have you ever noticed that it's not hanging on me?
She thinks for a moment. Can't say that I do. No, you pretty. No, I think yeah. You've. Mhm. You always have it.
So, when I turned into the giant wolf, I had a satchel hanging off me, I did. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. Oh, wait. She gives kind of a almost confused, but she thinks she might know, but not sure.
Well, you see, kitten, part of what protects me is everything is kept close and hidden unless I specify for it to be out and available. But when I'm going into something like that, it's not something I want available because I don't need it getting damaged or taken because it has a lot of valuable information in it, tools and such. So to protect it, I have to make it a part of me. And when it's a part of me, I can't just open my belly and reach in and grab it.
Right. Yeah, I actually do know what you're talking about. Um, I've been trying to work on uh, being able to do that myself.
It's a handy little trick, I'll tell you that much. I remember the first time that it happened, I didn't have anything that would stay with me. So afterwards, I was as stark as the day I was born.
That happens to me.
So, anyways, between the crescent moon and the new moon, there is a few days that if hits hits the fan, that I may not be available around.
She'll nod. Okay, that makes sense. Um, sort of. I'm pretty sure that I get it. I tried not to be too sad that I couldn't see you. I did try to keep myself busy.
And she looks over. She's looking you over. She reaches over and kind of licks your hair for a moment.
She gives Alana a quizzical look.
She pulls something off of her tongue. That almost looks like a small piece of the plant I left for you.
Um, yeah, probably good thing you didn't come over earlier today.
I'm guessing you were high as a kite then.
No, it was fine. I completely handled myself.
So how much of his penis did you rub on? What?
What?
She's giving a very serious look. You're welcome to pee in here.
Uh-huh. Gonna do it. I got two.
You can tell she's giving you a hard time.
Okay, that's what she was hoping for. Um, um, she just grins. Well, you see, I got yours, but then, Valeria gave me one too.
Sweet girl with the changing color eyes.
Uh-huh. She had, white contacts in.
Hi. I like how she changes contacts. It's pretty.
Yes, she's very into the changing of the seasons.
Can't imagine why. And she's sitting there kind of studying you.
For what?
Trying to figure out what exactly you mean by that. Would uh, 7 successes tell her anything on peony?
Would tell her that there might be a little bit more to what she's saying, but for the most part, it's you know, it's nothing. It's just that Valeria is very into the changing of the seasons because she's a tree.
She's a sweet loss, though. Glad to have friends like her.
She is pretty cool. I like hanging out with her.
Was she there tonight?
She was actually, and she was where I was at last night, which is how I got the plant. We went to Yggdrasil.
Is that so?
Yeah. At first I wasn't gonna go because I was sad and didn't really want to do anything. Julian said that I should come, and I was like, no, I don't want to go. But then I didn't want to be there alone either because nobody was there, and so I went anyway. And so when I got there, Julian and Valeria and Diva were very happy to see me, and I got dogpiled on.
She's not sure how. She starts to kind of grin, but then she's got this. I don't know how I should take that kind of comment.
I'm gonna roll peony on her. So would Savannah get that she's taken aback?
She's not sure how to take the term dog pile.
Well, I guess she'll kind of notice that, and then she'll say, "Well, I guess maybe it was a cat pile because it was a pile. They piled on me, so it'd be a cat pile." Yeah,
Alright.
but I mean, it was very. I think it was very affectionate, and it made me feel good. So
Well, that's good then. I'm glad you had a good night.
I did. Oh, I have stuff for you. When we get back.
Eyebrow raise.
Well, I got the stuff that you left for me, but I wasn't able to get stuff to you yet. Um, so so I have stuff for you when we get back to the motel.
Is that so? And she looks up and she notices that there's a little frozen yogurt place across the way. And she gets up and kind of tugs you with her.
She gets up and follows.
Do you think they have any like cinnamon? What sounds good tonight?
Hmm. Well, maybe they have something like uh
Mint chocolate chip?
festive. Well, I suppose that would be festive. I was thinking like peppermint. It's a little bit different mint.
We'll see what they have then. Go from wintergreen to peppermint. That's a bit of a change.
Some chocolate peppermint, maybe.
We'll see what they have then, and they'll go inside and look at the options. This is for each flavor. Positive is yes. They don't have any of those flavors.
If they don't have any of those, she'll look for something like maybe apple cinnamon, apple pie.
They have the apples.
Okay, then she'll settle for the apple. If there's like some chocolate syrup she can put on it, then she'll be fine.
Yes, you can get chocolate syrup, and she's gonna look for. See if they have like a hot chocolate flavor. They do. So she's gonna get hot chocolate frozen yogurt.
That seems so like ironic. A hot chocolate frozen yogurt. Savannah will get the smallest one that they have. If it's only one of those one size cups, then she won't put a whole lot in it.
They have different sizes.
Okay, then she will get the smallest one because she never eats a lot anyway, and she definitely doesn't need a lot of frozen yogurt. So, and she'll fill the smallest one with some of the frozen yogurt, put some chocolate syrup on it,
Alana will get her hot chocolate, dribbles a little caramel on top.
and I guess they will go and pay for their frozen yogurt. And will they sit inside or walk?
Walk. All right.
All right. So they'll walk, and Savannah will eat her frozen yogurt as she's walking. Imagine that they probably walk relatively silently for a few minutes as they both are eating.
Yeah, just kind of enjoying the company of each other.
Oh, yeah.
And they're walking generally back towards the motel. She doesn't want to get you too far away.
Hmm.
And you even notice that the satchel she was mentioning that she keeps her phone and stuff in is slung over her shoulder, but it's under her jacket, so it's not instantly apparent.
Hmm.
But you noticed when she pulled out her wallet from it that she did have it.
Yep. Well, Savannah stars, is connecting the dots for everything that's. Sorry. The nature of everything happening, and realizing, that they're different, they have different things to do, sometimes stuff happens, and she'll try not to be upset when things happen.
I do have some possible good news.
Oh, what's that?
There's a chance I could be moving up in the world.
Oh, how?
Think of it like a promotion.
Ooh, promotions are good.
It means more responsibility.
Her face falls slightly, which means I'll probably get to see you a little less.
Not necessarily. A lot of that responsibility is just making sure that I get others to do their shite.
Oh, so it's like less doing and more delegating?
Aye, but there's still the things that are delegated to me to do.
Of course.
So I might actually have a bit more time, but that's gonna just ruin your whole day having like an extra hour or two with me every day.
Oh, yes, totally. I mean, I don't know what I'll do getting to see you for an extra hour or two. And that is riddled with sarcasm.
Well, if it's going to be that much trouble for you, kitten, I can always just stay away. I don't want to be a burden upon you.
She narrows her eyes at you.
You're narrowing your eyes at me. You're the one that said it's such a troublesome thing for you. There's definitely a smirk on her face.
Oh, yeah. Savannah sees it. She knows. She's smirking back. Do whatever you feel is necessary, as you wish.
Alright, well then, if you don't want me around, guess I'll be seeing you.
Peony. 4 successes. 5 successes.
What are you trying to get from her?
Whether she's shifted to being serious or not.
Far from it.
Okay. Mostly just for reassurance on Savannah's part. Yeah, well, I guess I'll see you. She starts walking off a little bit ahead of Alana.
Alana will stop. Say, alright, night kitten.
Savannah stops, turns around. I was just kidding.
No, I'd have never guessed that. And she still has a smirk on her face.
Savannah walks back to Alana.
Alana, with her frozen yogurt in one hand, puts her arms across your shoulders and leans in and gives you a kiss.
Oh, Savannah will definitely kiss her back.
But I'm back. Can you have me for at least another hour or so? Is there anything you want to do?
Besides you?
So this message I got from you asking about this orgy.
Right. So, um, so something weird happened to Julian. I don't know how much you remember uh, when I did the thing and you could see my the our reality. Um, you could see Julian's other self, like true self,
Aye,
and they were female. Okay,
aye,
and but their normal, uh, mundane self is male.
right. That's why they're Julian.
Yeah, well, something weird happened, and we're not exactly sure why it happened, but it happened, and his true self is now male as well.
Oh, all right.
And he was really happy about that and wanted to, um, well, his girlfriend is there too, and he felt that it would be weird to have sex in front of me without uh, inviting me to join, and asked if you'd be down for a four-way. So I was thinking probably not, but I could ask her. And I didn't get an answer, so I just watched, provided commentary.
So it's would be yourself, myself, his girlfriend, and him. Is that what you're saying?
Uh huh.
Don't most of those pornos you have when it has multiple people like that, it's 3 men and a woman though.
Yeah, I guess, usually.
So are we taking strap-ons to two of his holes and letting somebody ride him?
No.
Because I'm not entirely sure that I want him in me or
Oh,
that I want him in you. Because you're mine.
oh, I know, of course. I did entertain the idea for a minute, but um, you're too important to me, and I'm yours, and I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
She leans back a little bit, her arm still around your neck, and she's kind of looking like she looks to be looking below your head for something.
Is everything okay?
I was just seeing if you figured something out. I don't know. And from the looks of it, you didn't.
Um, uh, she genuinely has no idea what you're talking about.
She takes her arms from around your neck and takes your empty hand in hers. You remember that gift I just gave you?
Yeah.
It was more than one gift there. You remember the thing tied around it with a little locket on it? It looks like a very decorative pot thing in some ways, but
Yes. And I had it on, but I took it off when I was playing with the catnip because I didn't want anything to happen to it.
alright. Well, I'm glad you did figure that out. I wasn't sure if you'd think it was just like a little tag on the pot for you saying, to my love, mine always. Or if you'd figure out that it's actually a bit of a collar. But not really a collar like those leather ones that you said you use for your fetishy stuff. It's more of a, it's more like a choker.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I had it on, and then I took it off for uh, playing with the catnip. I'll have you put it back on me when we get back to the motel.
You can see her smile broadening and returning.
And she gives you a tight squeeze before heading back into the definitive direction of the motel because now she's excited and she wants to get back there to give you her stuff and have you put the choker, the collar on her.
And she's gonna just walk in silence, eating some of her frozen yogurt before her hands get too cold and she just throws the whatever's left away.
Yeah, Savannah will eat a couple more bites of hers and throw the rest of it away as well. She's now it's cold and she's too excited to really eat much more of it. So
So they get back to the hotel, just kind of holding each other close as they walk. Alana, after they've thrown their stuff away, has her arm around Savannah, and so they get back, and yeah, she follows her up to the room that they're staying in, and wait. And she stands there as Savannah rifles through her pockets and purse for her card key for the door. Just kind of watching her. Occasionally, her fingers running out and giving her butt a quick squeeze, playfully. You didn't lose your key, did you, kitten? Thought it'd make this really awkward. Suppose if necessary, I could go in and open it for you.
no,
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 no.
it's here. And she looks through it one more time. Oh, there it is. Must have fallen out of my wallet. Um, in the bottom of my bag, and she puts the key in the door and walks in. Um, and no one seems to be there. She guesses that Julian and Summer must have stepped out or went for a walk or whatever. They're not there. So she walks in, and first she goes and grabs the collar thing and hands it to Alana.
And she'll walk behind Savannah, taking it, waiting for her to pull her hair up out of the way, and then tying it in a nice little bow at the back of her neck, running her hands along it to the front, kissing just above where she just tied it before she lets her put her hair down.
Savannah will smile and shiver a little bit uh, when Alana kisses the back of her neck. And she turns um, around and goes to the nightstand that's beside her bed and pulls the drawer out and takes out a card and a photo album. And the card that she hands to her um, is looks like it's from the store. She actually went and bought this one, but it's not like a traditional Christmas card. It's more of a winter holiday card. It has a wolf on it in the snow, um, and says something like "Season's greetings" or and then a little message in there from Savannah telling her that she's grateful that she came into her life and that she loves her and she's glad that they got to spend Christmas, or that they will get to spend, or that they have spent Christmas together. She's glad that she was there for Christmas, basically, and stuff like that. It is a very mushy message, um, and XOXO loves Savannah. Um, and then the photo album is a small photo album. It's to fit 5x7s. It's not all that thick. It could probably hold like 30 or 40 photos. Um, and there's when Alana opens the front cover, there is a hand drawn, and I'll go ahead and oh well. She has drawn it. Um, hang on. Character sheet. Dex. Alright. Please be a good roll. Yes. Okay. So 3 successes on this drawing. So it's fairly decent. It's really decent drawing of a black wolf and a furry black cat, um, curled up with each other on the front cover, on the inside of the cover. And then when Alonna looks through the photos, they are pictures of either selfies from Savannah or selfies from the two of them, or pictures that she's taken of Alonna when Alonna was looking. Um, so, and there's probably a good 10 or 15 pictures in there. And so there's definitely room to put more as they make more memories.
And Alana is just beaming after the card and this photo album. She clutches it to her chest. That is so sweet, kitten. And she wraps her arms around you, hugging you very tightly.
Savannah actually has some tears streaming down her face as she's giving it and watching Alana's reactions, because she put a lot of herself into this for her. So she's very glad that she likes it. And she throws her arms around her as well and gives her a big hug and um, a very deep, passionate kiss.
And they will kiss for a minute, and when they finally break apart, Alana tilts her face up towards her and she says, I love you, kitten.
I love you too. I love you a lot. I'm very glad that you're here with me.
Well, seems to have some time. If you want, and she kind of gives you that mischievous grin.
She gives a mischievous grin back and nods and just kind of she'll pull her on top of her on the bed, and we will end our scene there with the two of them fading to black. Whoa. Thank you, players, for playing, and viewers for watching. Good night.